Hi, everybody. It is Happy Halloween here, October 31st. And we know that a lot of moms and dads are off putting finishing touches on costumes and getting more candy to hand out and going to class parties. But we wanted to record a message for you today. You're going to hear some powerful stories from a couple of women today, but we really want to just inspire you to take healthy living to heart, take it seriously. And we've got some simple things that you're going to hear about today that are going to help you do that. So to start, my name is Ellen Graham, and I'm a mom of two boys here in Denver, Colorado. And one is a skeleton and one is a football player tonight. So, it's a great time of year to be reminded how blessed we were when we were introduced to Juice Plus, actually 11 and a half years ago. My oldest son was a newborn when I was told about Juice Plus. And it was just one of those things where I think one of the things women do best is we tell each other about stuff we like. And I ran into a friend at another friend's baby shower, and she shared with me that she was taking something that was fruits and vegetables in a capsule. And I said to her, if they can really put fruits and vegetables in a capsule, I want that. I knew that juicing was probably the best thing you could do for your health. However, I was not a person that was really going to commit myself to drinking carrot celery juice every day, nor was I going to invest in a juicer. As a brand new mom, I felt, quite honestly, fat and exhausted. Can anyone relate? And so she sent me my first box of Juice Plus. It was the Orchard and Garden blends. She sent me a 4-month supply to try. And I want to share with you guys that in a couple of weeks, my energy picked up significantly. I also lost about 10 pounds of baby weight, which I don't know if that was Juice Plus or just what my body would have done at the time. However, I certainly felt like this was such a positive catalyst for me. I stopped taking my prenatal vitamins, which were actually more expensive than Juice Plus, and the other handful of supplements that I had in my pantry. I was a total supplement hoarder. I spent hundreds of dollars a month on supplements for years, and I still was, I think, like most Americans, living on coffee and Advil. So fast forward about 18 months into taking Juice Plus, I had added our purple vineyard blend. I had also added our shakes, and let me see if I have a shake I can show you guys. So our shakes are like this. They come in chocolate and vanilla. This is a little single serving packet. They're whole food, just like the Juice Plus. And in 18 months, I just saw some amazing changes. Number one, I had previously been diagnosed with an autoimmune disorder. I had a lot of inflammation in my joints. In fact, I was told I would need both my hips replaced by the time I was 40. I no longer experienced that inflammation. I started running for the first time and really got into shape and kind of fell in love with fitness, which was just awesome. And I would say also that my hormones really started to balance, and that meant I didn't struggle with my weight so much, and my acne that had just nagged me since going through puberty was gone, and I really was enjoying this clear complexion. And I'll never forget the first time someone complimented me on my skin, and I was like, looking behind my shoulder like, are you talking to someone else? You couldn't possibly be talking to me. And that felt really amazing. Simultaneously, I started sharing Juice Plus with people because I knew that I had friends, I had family members that might want to enjoy some of those benefits like I had. And, as the years have gone by and raising these kids, we just, I find that we don't go to the pediatrician that often, except for well checks. And of course, they're boys, so some stitches. We've had some things like that. And I'm really thankful for that, because I feel like if we can get 30 different fruits, vegetables, and berries in our bloodstream every single day, think of that, what that is doing to build up a strong immune system, and also preventatively looking down the road. If we can give our families the gift of health, we're not going to be able to control all the decisions our kids make, but if we can give them the gift of health, it's such a great foundation for them to build the rest of their lives on. So that being said, I have two friends with me today, and these are just fabulous moms. They are women who really have a heart to share with others. First, I want to introduce Sarah Colleen. She's an attorney here in Denver. She's a mom of two kids. And Sarah and I connected through Facebook, actually, and she's got a great story about how Juice Plus came into their family's life. Sarah, you're muted. Oh, there you go.
I am. All right. Can you hear me?
Yes.
So I actually came to Juice Plus through doing the shred. like Ellen said, I read one of her posts on Facebook about shredding. And at that point, I think I had tried every single type of cleanse or diet. And you probably too. I mean, the lemonade diet, the no whites diet, cabbage soup diet, what's your blood type diet. I mean, you name it, I've tried it. So I was looking for a way to reset. And this was right around this time this year. So like right around Halloween, heading into the holidays. Not the best time to do a shred, but it turned out it was actually the best. So I met Ellen right at the time when I was looking for something where I could do something wholesome for myself rather than just restricting or depleting food. So I remember we went to Starbucks, I met her, and she told me about the shred. And she was like, no caffeine, no alcohol, no dairy. And I'm like, I'm a lawyer, like here's some coffee. But I was like, 10 days I can do anything. And she also explained to me Juice Plus. Now I had heard about Juice Plus peripherally in the past, actually through our wellness program. We're a big company, so we have a wellness program, so you get a discount on your health insurance. And we had a talk or webinar about nutrition with a nutritionist, and someone had asked about Juice Plus because she took it, and the nutritionist said that's probably the best thing you can do as a supplement aside from eating pure food. And so that nugget sort of stuck in my head, but I never followed up on it. So I started taking Juice Plus. I started my shred, and it was hard the first time I did it. I mean, I have been drinking caffeine since I was in high school. And the sugar addiction I was under, I didn't realize that was hard to break. But I started with my capsules. I was doing 2 shakes a day, and that really helped me kind of push through it. So at the end of it, I'm glad I did it, but it was hard. Since then, I've done 2 additional shreds. Both were pieces of cake since that first one. We're heading into Halloween right today. So I have mounds of candy at home, which is always a challenge. But my plan for that is probably just to have a bar. I already ate mine, or I'd show you my package. I ate mine this morning. But once I started on the capsules, fortunately didn't have any significant health issues to begin with. But like Ellen said, I have had an increase in energy. I don't feel like I need as much caffeine, and I don't know if that's because of the shred, or I think it's a combination of weaning myself off, as well as taking the capsules. I find myself eating more or craving more wholesome food. My body just wants that. And when I do indulge with my wine or candy or any type of really refined sugar, my body reacts immediately. I mean, it's almost as if it's saying you have a toxic substance in your body, which obviously doesn't stop me, but I'm aware of it. I do have 2 small children, and my kids were always the snot-nosed kids in the class. I mean, no joke. All year long, they had the runny nose. They don't have allergies. I mean, I got them tested. It's just they were the snot-nosed kids. And since taking the gummies, which I enrolled them in the Children's Health Study, I don't have any runny noses. I mean, it's amazing. Obviously, if they get a cold or a significant illness, then they'll have the effects of it. But as a day-to-day concern, I don't have to worry about them being the crust-nosed kids in the class. And last year, so I said we've been on it for about a year. The only time we've been to the pediatrician in the past 12 months was for their well check. I mean, it's amazing. And I just started taking the Omegas, which is a brand new product, but I've only been on it for 5 days. So I've heard wonderful things about it. So in moving forward, you can see my background, I'm a lawyer. I work full-time here. And I honestly signed up for Juice Plus for the discount because, why not? So I don't do this full-time, but, I think especially for working women, which we all are, or busy women, to be able to take capsules and be guaranteed a 30 fruits and vegetables, it sort of bridges that gap between what you're supposed to eat and what you actually do. I travel a lot, so sometimes my only option is Wendy's. I mean, you have to eat something. So the knowledge that you're not completely putting yourself in a bad situation because you're taking the capsules or the gummies, you have your shakes, you're at least getting to, the halfway mark. And so it's okay to indulge, which we all do. I mean, we all have to make it work. And same with my kids. I'm lucky they're pretty good eaters, but their favorite food is macaroni and cheese. We were just in Florida visiting my mom, and they went a couple days without eating any vegetables, but they had their gummies. So you feel like you're making it work with what you have, and bridge that gap. So feel free to ask any of us, if we have any questions. I'm going to turn it over to Amanda, who's also a mom on a mission.
Hey everyone, can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, I'm Amanda and I'm from Phoenix, Arizona, and I'm a stay-at-home mom to 3 now teenagers, and I'm also a small business owner. And my health journey began about 15 years ago when I was 25, when I was diagnosed with stage 3 reproductive cancer and had 3 cancer reoccurrences afterwards over the past 15 years. And because of all the trauma to my body and the surgeries that I had during that journey, I developed several autoimmune diseases that left me just exhausted and tanked and in pain all the time. I was also struggling with eczema, which I had had since I was a teenager. And about 3 years ago, I developed psoriasis on my scalp and lost about half of my hair. I was struggling with chronic fungal infections, IBS, and also chronic nerve pain from those autoimmune diseases. So I was really a hot mess. I lived every day in pain, and I was really struggling with depression and anxiety because of it. My life consisted of getting up in the morning and popping Xanax like candy throughout the day and just trying to maintain some semblance of a normal life around dealing with all of those autoimmune issues. And I felt really, really hopeless most days. At the age of 39, I kind of just resolved to myself that this was my new normal. This is the way I was going to live the rest of my life. I was unable to do normal mom things like run errands or mop my house, pick up my kids from school without being in agony the next day. And I was really, really struggling with that. I didn't want to be that mom. And at the same time, my kids were struggling too. My stepdaughter, Paige, was struggling with severe constipation. Her diet consisted mainly of tortillas, lunch meat, cheese, and the occasional piece of fruit that she'd take 1 or 2 bites out of and shove the rest under her chair cushion in the kitchen chair. My daughter, Sydney, was always sick. She was also a snotty-nosed kid. She was on nebulizer treatments and antibiotics pretty much constantly for the last 7 years. And I just felt like, as a mom, really frustrated because I didn't know what to do to help my kids. I felt like a bad mom. And I knew we needed a makeover from the inside out, but I really wasn't sure how to get there. I was trying supplements with my kids and myself. We were also supplement hoarders. We took handfuls every day. We did elimination diets. We tried homeopathy and naturopathy. We tried rolling on the essential oils and doing the essential oil steaming things throughout the house, but nothing gave us real long-lasting relief. I was introduced to Juice Plus about 3 years ago by a friend of mine who saw me posting all over social media about how sick and tired I was all the time. And she reached out to me in love and in care so many times, but I said no for about a year and a half. I was super skeptical because I had tried so many things for myself and my family that didn't work, and I just really wasn't open to the option of trying anything else at that point. The turning point for us came when we went to California. We took our kids on vacation over spring break, and by the time we got back from that trip, I was an exhausted mess, and the next morning I woke up and couldn't get out of bed. And it was at that point that I remembered the love and the care that the person that shared Juice Plus gave to me throughout that year and a half time period. And I called her up and said, okay, I guess I'll try this. I was at a point of desperation, and I was still really skeptical, but I thought, it's just fruits and vegetables. We all need to eat more of those. And it was appealing to me because I could get Juice Plus for free for my kids. I had looked at a little bit of the science behind Juice Plus, and I realized it was something worth us trying. And again, I was at that point of desperation. I did not know what else to do. And thankfully, our results on Juice Plus are just absolutely amazing. Within 4 weeks, my eczema was completely gone. About 8 weeks after I started Juice Plus, my psoriasis and my scalp started healing. And a few months later, my hair started growing back. Within 6 months, my fungal infections that I had had all over my body were gone. And our entire household started sleeping better. We had a lot more energy. I was feeling much less pain and was flaring less often with my autoimmune. We were all craving more fruits and vegetables, and Paige, the person that would only eat one bite of a strawberry or an apple, started eating salad every day. We had no more constipation. We were all regular, and my IBS symptoms were gone. My daughter, Sydney, got off of her nebulizer treatments and has not been on an antibiotic since starting Juice Plus. And my kids are no longer the snotty-nosed kids. We did not have one sick day last year from school. And I'm not saying that Juice Plus is a cure for anything. I just feel like it's more of a catalyst for change in our life. And it's been a massive blessing for my family. And I had no intention of taking on one more thing and sharing Juice Plus with anyone else. I, like Sarah, just joined the business to get a discount on my own product. I'm a busy mom. I was trying to get my own health back, and I own another business, and I felt like I just didn't want to take on anything else. But it has become a mission for me over the last year and a half, while seeing the massive improvement with my health and my family's health, to begin to share with others and spread the word that Juice Plus can be a complete game changer for your health, but also for your wealth. I work in very, very stolen moments, and I've been able to impact the lives of a lot of different families. And with the residual income, it's been an amazing blessing for my family. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so every penny counts, and I feel really blessed now, after being within the business community for about a year and a half, to be able to cover the costs of my entire family's Juice Plus and have money left over for lots of extras that we didn't have before. So I'm really grateful for that. And our family will absolutely take Juice Plus for the rest of our lives. So in closing, I'd like you to consider one question after you listen to these stories here today. What if Juice Plus was the last thing your family or you ever had to try?
That is so powerful, Amanda. I'm so glad you ended with that question, because I want to show you guys, all of our moms mentioned that our kids take the chewables, the Orchard and Garden blends, that their kids get it for free. We have our Juice Plus Children's Health Study. So you want to talk to the person that invited you to listen to this about that, and how you can get these, they're like fruit snacks for your kids for free. But with the Orchard and Garden blends, your kids are getting, 20 different things: kale, parsley, beets, papaya, stuff that you're probably not getting them to eat, unless you're that mom, in which case we're a little bit jealous. But your kids can also add on the Vineyard blend, which is the grapes and berries, and that's wonderful as well. My kids do all three blends. And I want to just highlight a couple things. I'm going to share my screen before we wrap up here in a couple minutes. And we had Sarah mentioned our Shred 10, and let me see if I can go into slideshow mode. Now I'm going to have to fast forward. Sarah mentioned the Shred 10, and it is a 10-day program that we give you to just really reboot your body. We start the first Monday of every month, so November 4th, November 6th we start, December 4th, and January 2nd. And what it does is it helps your body to cleanse so that you can shed. It's not really a weight loss program. We want you to get rid of all these impurities in your body. If you're hanging on to some extra weight, you'll want to go to shred10.com, kind of understand why that's happening and how when you get rid of impurities in your body, it allows you to maintain a healthier weight, which is certainly what happened to me on my journey. And in the 10-day guidelines, you're going to just focus on eating a ton of real food, lots of fruits and vegetables, taking the Juice Plus capsules and doing 2 shakes a day, which Sarah mentioned absolutely stabilizes your blood sugar and helps you overcome cravings. And it's also loaded with fiber. Like things will get moving in your body that maybe haven't moved that way in a while, which feels great. You're going to drink a lot of water. You're going to sleep 7 to 8 hours a night and exercise most days. You're going to eliminate these inflammatory things: gluten, dairy, caffeine, alcohol, processed foods, artificial and refined sugars, and eating after 6 p.m. Okay, so that is the Shred 10 in a nutshell. And I want to just go back to this page because this to me is the rainbow. It's the power of plant foods. Y'all, there's over 40,000 different phytonutrient compounds in the plant kingdom on our planet Earth. And those compounds are what we build our cells out of. They are what energize the mitochondria in our cells. And so when we optimally fuel our bodies with whole foods, things happen, things change for the better. That's why we hear the kinds of stories like we heard today, where as dramatic as Amanda's, really recovering from symptoms of a lot of autoimmune disorders and a lot of pain, discomfort, dis-ease in her body. And, Sarah's kids going from being snot-nosed, they're going to love that you recorded that for posterity for them. Going from snot-nosed to, clear-nosed little kids. I mean, that is just a huge win. And so when you look at what is in the Juice Plus capsules and shakes, it's an absolute no-brainer. And the way that I look at it is all of us are going to spend money in 4 areas. We're going to spend money on our housing, our food, our transportation, and utilities. And then after that, you kind of get to decide where you spend your money. Juice Plus is food. You guys, it has a nutrition facts label on it. It does not have a supplement facts label. This is food. So use your food budget to put this kind of powerful stuff in your family's body. And it's prevention. It is like investing in a 401k. It's going to pay you back down the road, especially with our precious kids. I just think as they're getting things like the crucifers, like broccoli and cabbage in their bodies every day, it is virtually inoculating them against the chronic diseases that plague so many Americans. So we're really passionate about this message, and we want to give you a call to action as you're finishing up watching this today. Number 1, if you are excited about Juice Plus and you want to get started, talk to the person who invited you to watch this, and they're going to help you get started. It takes about 4 months. Well, it takes about a week for your Juice Plus to get to you in a 4-month supply for you to try. 4 months is really key, you guys, because that's how many days it takes for your red blood cells to replace themselves. So you want to give Juice Plus at least 4 months. I tell people, please give it a year and a half, because I saw my most profound results after a year and a half. It was not overnight. So they're going to go over the pricing with you, how to enroll in the Children's Health Study, get it for free for your kids, and so forth. Secondly, if you have some more questions about it, you're not so sure, you're wondering how it might specifically impact your health and some concerns you have, again, talk to us about your questions and concerns. We are just flush with educational resources, and we really love to share those with you. Number 3, if you are excited about starting Juice Plus, but you're also making that list in your mind of people that you care about that may want to hear about this, we invite you to take a look at joining our mission. And we really are on a mission. We have a unique business model called the virtual franchise. And with this, you can do as much as you want or as little as you want. For $50 a year, you're a Juice Plus distributor. You earn back the money on any product that you buy for your family or that you share with others. And so we like to help people also offset that cost because we are moms and we get it. So all of that being said, we want to go ahead and wrap up today. And I want to just thank Amanda and Sarah for really sharing amazing stories, taking time out of their day. And we wish you all a very happy and safe Halloween. Thanks.